Texas housing market shows signs of cooling down after the pandemic drove it to new heights. Texas had more houses on the market in July than any time since late 2020 as home sales declined in the state's major metros. Sellers have had to cut prices to entice buyers. Guys, just Google housing news, okay? It's like non-stop, news about every single market, cooling off, declining, crashing, whatever you want to call it, it is happening, right? Texas is one of those places, guys, that, so many people, rush to Texas from all over the United States, and it made the prices just skyrocket. Look, there is some beautiful neighborhoods in Texas. Okay, there's some beautiful lakes in Texas. Absolutely. Houston has some really nice neighborhoods. You can get amazing houses, just beautiful, beautiful houses. I know a lot of people like Austin. A lot of people from like California like Austin because they quote unquote, are like liberal. But you know what? Texas is full of great people, regardless, conservatives or liberals. It's just such a cool place. Everyone just gets along. Okay. When you go, let me tell you, I've been to Houston a bunch of times. And when you go to Houston, it's like everybody's getting along. Okay. It's just so much fun. Again, Dallas is really nice. San Antonio is absolutely beautiful. Then you have, Austin, like I've said, very, very nice people across the state. And you know what? The lakes in Texas are insane, okay? They're insane. If you like, boating, if you're a lake type of person, it's really, really beautiful out there. Especially in the northern part, it gets really, really nice. There's a lot of things to do in Texas, right? The only thing that's not so cool in Texas is the beach. Unfortunately, when you go out to the beach over there, it's not necessarily paradise, unfortunately. It's kind of brownish water. It's just not that cool. Maybe that could be the next big, investment for, big developers, go in there, start building some beautiful hotels, boardwalks, whatnot. But it's not that nice, not like, other places in the United States. But besides that, I think Texas is amazing. So what happened? Basically, everyone went to Texas, loved going there, and prices shot up like crazy. Even Texans buying their own stuff, made the prices go up like crazy. And now finally we're seeing a huge cool down. Now I feel bad for anybody who has bought recently. Obviously, they could be underwater. I know one of my good friends bought a beautiful house in Houston. Now they could still afford it. It's not a big deal, but they did buy at the top of the peak. They bought like last year. And yeah, like it kind of sucks because, they really wanted to get into a house. They wanted to start their family, and they were seeing that it was so hard to, get a house, and they finally got something and they bought it. And now looking back, it's like, man, if they could have waited a year, they could have seen better prices. But here's the problem is that we still have the rates are rising. So mortgages are becoming more expensive. So even right now, if they were to buy the same house they bought last year right now, you can still see a situation where their mortgage will be more because the prices haven't come down that much to offset the rising price in the mortgage rates. I mean, literally, the prices have to be way, way down to offset some of those mortgage rates. But like I've said in many videos, this is my personal opinion, but I believe it's better to buy the house low and with the higher interest rates than buy a house high with lower interest rates. And on top of that, right now we have a situation where we have prices are high and rates are high. So we have the worst combination right now. So if you're looking to buy a house right now, I would say just pause it. That's my personal opinion. Just don't buy it yet because you could probably buy a house in the same neighborhood, if not that same house, for a lot cheaper come January. But I still think prices are going to continue to drop. It all has to do with how we tackle inflation. Now, if inflation stays high, we could see a scenario where houses could relatively stay high. The reason is because we're going to have a huge supply crunch. We're not going to have enough supply to bring the prices down, right? So that could happen, right? Remember, for prices to really crash, you need an incredible amount of supply on the market and not that many buyers. So that means it just drops the prices, more and more week to week. but that's not going to happen if we have high inflation, because nobody's going to want to give up their house during that time when your money is the safest in a property, right? So we're going to see how that pans out. But if we're able to bring down inflation and things are starting to look good, it is going to crash the economy. You can, with that scenario, you could see a lot of houses in the market, because some people are just not going to be able to afford it. We might have more layoffs and whatnot, and things are crashing and people are seeing it. They might want to sell it right away. Whatever. Every situation is different, but again, if we tackle down inflation and it works, I believe prices will crash fairly fast, and it's going to crash pretty low. But if inflation continues to rage, we might see prices kind of stay high. That's sort of my prediction. We're going to have to see how it all pans out. But again, you know what? Like I said, just Google housing news and you're going to see all these articles nonstop, basically telling you a lot of the same stuff, basically saying, hey, it's a buyer's market now. Sellers are still able to get, high prices for their houses, but the days of like bidding above asking, those days are done right now. So again, things are changing very, very drastically, very fast, and the writing's on the wall. Unfortunately, we don't really know where it's going. Okay, we have to see what the reports are coming out. Just wait for the next inflation report. Cross your fingers that it's coming down. If it stays high, oh man, it's going to be tough. But we'll see how it all works out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video. I just want to say thank you for everyone who has been watching my videos and supporting my channel. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're new to my channel and you like my videos, you like what I have to say, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.